What's up everybody, my name is Tommy Paul. I'm an entrepreneur and Airbnb host. And today I'm going to be talking about how I'm on track to become an Airbnb superhost in 10 stays, which is the minimum requirement to become a superhost. And how you can do it too. So as you can see from this picture here, I am at 90+% on everything. And honestly, I would be at 100% on everything, but I had a few crazies. And if you have an Airbnb listing, you know how that is. I am personally on track to become a superhost with literally only a bedroom, a bathroom, a bed, towels and sheets, and an air conditioner. That's it. Nothing else at all. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 3 tips on what actually matters to become a superhost in record speed and become an Airbnb hosting master. Number 1 is be clean, quiet, courteous, be nice, friendly, and be a good promoter of your space. I originally started out with a shared space, and then after a while I switched over to an entire space. So I was staying there at the property originally, and I was just renting out a bedroom. But then after a while I moved away, and what I realized is that a lot of people were giving me good reviews solely based on my personality, being a good promoter, being nice, being friendly, being a cool guy. So then the issue became that once I moved away and I rented out the entire space, even though people had the entire place to themselves, they still didn't really give me as good of reviews because I wasn't there to be the promoter of the place. So if you're an amazing promoter like I am and you don't want that to take away from your listing if you're renting out an entire space, there's 2 main ways around that. Number 1 is you can send them a thank you call or text immediately as soon as they book, and then you can actually also do the same thing as a follow-up when they leave. And number 2 is you can actually send them a pre-recorded video that you make for basically every guest before and or after they stay. This is a way for people to understand that you have a great personality, that you're a great promoter, that you want them to have a great experience as a guest. Now this is super important and I think way underutilized. People are never going to remember you, but they are going to remember how you made them feel. If you can make them feel good by staying in your place, then you have essentially beat out the hotel business. Number 2, I probably shouldn't even have to say, but make sure everything is clean every time. When you get to the Airbnb mastery stages, you can hire someone to clean everything after every guest. You can do it for super cheap. You can find teenagers, young kids to do it. You can find maids that'll do it for really cheap. But if you're in the beginning and you don't have that option yet, then you can do it yourself, obviously. But either way, you need to make sure that all the sheets and towels are washed after every guest, that everything is clean, the floors, the windows, the bathrooms, everything. Again, we're essentially in the hotel business, and if we want to compete with the hotel business, we need to have the cleanliness of a hotel. So that wraps up number 2. Make sure that everything is super clean. This is gonna be a big one for Airbnb mastery. Number 3 is tied with number 1 for most important. Honestly, this one gets me heated sometimes because it should be obvious, but a lot of people don't get it. Do not have any sort of biased decor or trinkets or wallpaper or anything that's biased in any way, especially when we talk about politics or religion. You do not want to limit the funnel of people who want to stay in your place by having biased anything. You do not want your actions, opinions, beliefs, or biases to skew anyone's perception on your listing. You do not want to do anything at all that is going to limit and or upset any guest that you may have. Now this sounds obvious, it should be obvious, but I was personally staying at an Airbnb where they had religious decor everywhere. And I'm not gonna get into the specific religion because it really doesn't even matter. So that's what it is. Number 3, do not have any sort of biased anything in your household that is gonna upset anybody. So simply focus on those 3 things, and I promise you, if you're starting out, you can unlock Superhost with 10 guests, which is the minimum requirement. Or if you already are an Airbnb host and you're not there yet, switch up everything and do that. I promise you, it'll get you results immediately. So I hope I could add value to your life in some way. This is Tommy Paul, and I am out.